Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Rahma Khairunnisa. My student ID number is 11920400016. I'm a 6th semester student in English Education Department at Sunan Gunung Djati, Bandung. So this time, in this video, I'd like to explain or present about one of the journal article from Studia Islamica. The title of this article is Food and Local Social Harmony, Port, Communal Dining, and Muslim-Christian Relation in Flores, Indonesia. This article was written by Yohanes and Fransiska Widyawati in 2019. This article discusses the research or study conducted out to explore the relation between Catholics and Muslims in Manggarai based on their perspective on pork being served in communal dining setting. This study has shown that food symbolizes the identity of a community. What people in a community can or cannot eat construct as a concept of who they are socially, culturally, and or religiously. A community's identity is particularly noticeable when it encounters other communities. Catholics in Manggarai express their identity by serving pork in communal dining context. This identity becomes more apparent when they encounter Muslims. Muslims, conversely, display their different identity by avoiding pork at such events. Hence, pork becomes the distinguishing feature of the two groups' identity. Food can be a fundamental aspect of their identity, but in terms of categories of inclusion or exclusion, and as a distinctive feature of which they are proud. Pork is not simply a distinctive feature that binds the two groups. It also separates the two communities, especially when people refuse to compromise. This study has identified certain Muslim groups who tend to be stricter and more unwilling to participate in communal dining. In Lupton's 1996 study, food does not only form an identity but also a subjectivity, which is a less rigid term than identity. Food is changing, contradictory, and connecting. Non-pork dishes served as part of communal dining might essentially be the same as the food the Muslim cook at home or eat at restaurant, but because they are served in a different context or served by an opposing religious group, there is a shift in its meaning and it's become connecting. The presence of pork has disrupted Muslim identity. The Muslim identity is clearly shown as Fischler in 1988 notes when the identity is disturbed. As discovered in this study, the presence of pork in communal dining in Manggarai is a sensitive issue vis-a-vis Catholic-Muslim relation. Expecting Catholic Manggaraians to relinquish pork from their rituals and celebration in order to respect the preference of Muslim, however, is difficult or even impossible to do because pork is a sign of their identity as a Manggarayan and as a Catholic. Similarly, expecting Muslims in Manggarai to tolerate pork in the public sphere, especially in a communal dining setting, is difficult. Analyzing pork in communal dining has shed a light on the Muslim-Catholic relation in Manggarai Flores. Differences should be valued and regarded as part of a unique identity in order to avoid conflict. Harmonious relation between Muslim and Catholics is therefore possible when both groups appreciate and respect each other's unique identity. Negotiation and compromises must be made in order to coexist harmoniously. But the attitude towards and perception of food are also determined by the situation in other place, especially with regard to awareness of the concept of halal, connect between Muslim and Christian in general, and Dakwah movement. The relation between the two groups at the local level are tied to the shift in perspective about halal food and Islamic movement at global, national, and regional levels. Finally, this study contributes to understanding the faith of Islamic Catholic relation in Flores, traditional type of Islam and Catholicism that continue to struggle within the broader religious, social, and political context. Well, maybe that's all the information from the article. Uh, Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if there are a mistake. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.